Morning, guys. It's May the 4th, 2019, and I'm going to do a garden update. So here we go. So here's the 4x4 bed, and as you can see, it's grown quite a lot since my last update. You can see the tomatoes right here going pretty good. Then I got the cilantro, and I've already used that on some tacos I've made. Then I have the beets. Then I've got onions, some other things here, some kind of kale. And then moving on to the other bed, I've got arugula right here, and it looks like it's going to bolt right here, that fuzzy thing, because of the stress. It's gonna bolt. I've been eating it. It's pretty good. Then I got cucumbers. I gotta find a spot for. I gave a couple to some friends. Then I got peppers. Then the sorrel. It's just going crazy. You can't kill that stuff. Then I got more tomatoes here, and then my dill. Dill's going good. I toss some in salad I've made. It's very good like that. Onions and tomato, like a dwarf balcony variety from Europe. The seeds are from Europe, and then these are cumin. And I found out you can use the leaves in a salad, so I'm planning on doing that. More of a kale variety or cauliflower type, and then more beets, and then the seedlings are a spinach, supposed to be a monster spinach, so we'll see how that goes. And just a bunch of other little things that I'm not gonna go over right now. Just too time consuming. And then moving on towards the garden. Once again, I don't have my coffee, so this should be better than the last video I made. Here's a peach that my neighbor gave me. It's doing very good. It doesn't have the peach leaf curl disease that my other tree has. And you can already see the size of the fruit compared to my finger right there. Moving on, I've put a watermelon down there at the base of the tree, so when the leaves start spreading, it'll keep the soil cool around the base of the tree. Here we go to my cherry, the multi-graft. I'm not too sure about this tree. It's not very productive. I'll bring it in closer. Here's some cherries, but just not the amount that I'm looking for. For instance, there's nothing on this entire branch, and it's a pretty thick branch. So moving on down the line, we have pumpkins, and then my raspberries. I got a shoot coming up on its own right there. Then the persimmon. Very happy with this tree. I've heard it's very disease tolerant, and I've had a good harvest already from it last year. And then some decoration, very beautiful combination right here of rose against a nice background of green cactus. And then here we go with my blackberry. Also very happy with the plant. Lots of fruit on it this year. So yeah, it looks like this is the second year cane bearing variety. Then I got more melon there between the sour cherry tree, and very excited about this tree. Sour cherries are very what's the word that I'm looking for? Popular or folklorical in my native Hungary, and as compared to the sweet cherry variety that's popular here. And then moving on towards my peach tree that tends to have peach leaf curl disease problem more often, but I'm not complaining. I mean, look at the fruit content on this. It's nothing to scoff at. So then moving on down the line, we have well, I don't want to leave out the grape back there. Nice grape back there along the fence line. Not the seed-free kind, but you get what you get. Now we have another multi-graft tree here. This is a Japanese plum with Italian plum and French plum. And French plum is, the graft is down here, so you can see it's the weakling of the trio, and this being the Japanese side of things. And it's just the amount of fruit is quite impressive. So now we move along the line to my orange tree. I have high hopes for this, as my old orange tree seems to be struggling this year. Might have to be removed. We shall see. Moving on is my beloved apricot. Not as much fruit as I would have hoped this year on it, but nonetheless it's a producing tree, so I'm not going to put it down. And then very excited about my corn this year. Here you can see the corn coming up, maybe 20-25 plants. So 20-25 years of corn is nothing to scoff at. Little decorative gladiolus over here should add some nice color to the garden. Moving on down are some peas, snow peas or sugar peas. And then moving on down the line, we have the apple tree, Granny Smith, and the production on it is phenomenal. As you can see, the apples are already here, and there's quite a few fruit on it already compared to its size. There's some more marble-sized fruit, and then we move on down the line. And that's my horse manure that I've picked up from a local farm. And it was free, so that's the best way to do this stuff. There's plenty of resources out there that we can go to grow our things and stay productive, and look out for the environment and not have to spend $1 million doing this stuff. Here's my lemon tree that I've also gotten from my neighbor, and no fruit last year, and as you can see, there is fruit, a good marble sized one right there. And then moving on down the line, here we go with the blackberries that I've planted one year ago, and as you can see, it has also sent out shoots right here, so that's pretty good. And then moving on towards the raspberry, it is there, and now it's like intermingled with the blackberry, so now I can't even tell what's a raspberry and what's a blackberry. And then moving on down, we have another new orange tree that I've also gotten from a neighbor, and I've also got high hopes for this. As you can see little oranges on their pea-sized fruit, and but that's about it. So it doesn't take much to get a garden like this going. You have to put some elbow grease into it. You can't sit around and think you're gonna get a productive garden like this going, but after it gets going, it'll reward you for years to come, and it's just a better way to live. I mean, the product is just, you can't even compare the store-bought stuff with this. It's just so much better, and I hope you get into it, and thanks for watching. Bye.